Hello again, Rebecca here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to Christmas Memories YouTube Inspiration Hop Day 5. The prompt for today was, oh, Christmas tree, a scrappy inspiration YouTube and Instagram hop. So I had went ahead and I cut those out, I punched them, and did some hand stitching on all of those ornaments. And I did that over a period of time. In preparation for December, I was going to create some albums, and I did not do that. So I have all of them. So I thought, I'm going to create a Christmas tree. So as you can see, I took and drew a center line on the page just so I would kind of be able to sketch out the tree. And then I'm going to come in and just kind of fatten it up a little bit. I tend to go a little thinner on the branches at first. So here we're going to go ahead and I'm going to cut it out. There it is. Then I'm going to take my Distress inks and my little foam dauber, and I'm going to color the tree. And I'm not real sure what color this one is, but I'm just going to go ahead and messily rub it all over. And that is just so that the stark white background is not going to peek out, because I am going to come in with some enamel dots and some sequins and make this a blinged out Christmas tree, because it's a Christmas tree. And I do just put one photo of our decorated Christmas tree. It was a process, so instead of covering up this beautiful tree that took me hours upon hours to create, I decided to just add one picture of our finished tree. Now I'm going to come in with some brown Distress Oxide, and as you can see, when I'm using them, I set my dauber on the top of it so it gets pretty messed up. And now I'm coming in with the sequins, and I'm just showing you what I'm using. All the greens, then I'm going to pull out these two greens, and then I do go in and pull out the browns as well. And I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole thing. I just make you watch me do just a bit of it. I don't actually make you do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and use my sequin dish, and I just pull out my little pin, which I end up switching to my jewel picker in a minute. I had that one on upside down, and I just smear liquid glue all over it. Now, it is the art glitter glue, so it will dry clear. You will not see it, but the places that the sequins do not cover will peek through, and you will see the brown. Once the glue dries, you'll see the brown underneath, so it's not the stark white. Now I do just take my enamel dots, and these are my homemade enamel dots from Pony Beads. I take the dark green color, and I take the like olive color, and I do the tree a completely different way. I did the trunk. I put the sequins down first, let them dry, and then I went and added the enamel dots on top. But this is a lot of area to cover on the tree, and I did not want to run out of sequins, which I'm down to, like, I actually go back into this container, I don't know, 3 more times and fill up with the 2 greens and this really small one. So I used up quite a bit of sequins. So, and I put the homemade enamel dots down first just to cover up some more space. So I just go ahead and spoon them all into my little sequin dish, and then I mix them all up. Now you can see there I did add the 3 enamel dots onto the trunk. And we're going to start the process again. Now this did take me several hours. I mean, it's a labor of love here. So, but I didn't mind it. I was just watching some YouTube videos and, just going in and I was just enjoying this. I think it was a Sunday afternoon getting this all done. And I mix all the different, I put the little ones in, the big ones in the 2 different colors. And I'm trying to leave some areas they're closer together, and some areas they're spread out a little bit more. It was just how it was going. I do go back and fill in some areas when I'm all done. But as you can see, I just keep going. There's my first update, and I got all that done. Here's my second update, and now it's done. Woo! So I'm going to go ahead and take this. This is the Echo Park Warm and Cozy collection, and I was going to use the green paper, but it did not pop. It kind of blended in, and I did not like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this little stitched cream color, and I'm going to get the tree on there, and I'm going to place these ornaments. And I grabbed the brown ones and some red ones, and I just some of them I tuck under the branches, some of them I place on top of the branches. The only thing I do not do is add a star. I was thinking about it, but I never did. Right there is where my picture is going to go, and I'm just going to try to arrange the ornaments. And then I come in, and since there's so much lump and bump on this, that I run one ATG strip right down the center, just to get that placed onto the page. And I'm just trying to line it up to where it's pleasing to my eye. And then I'm going to come in, and I have a little trick here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. Now, obviously I can't really adhere that flat because of all the bumpiness on those branches. And as you know, had I known where I was going to put the picture, I would have probably not covered that area, but I did. So what I'm going to do is I take a white piece of paper and I measure it to the same size that I need, and I'm going to slide it where I want it. All right. And then I'm just going to draw this little spot right there, because it is going to go under that one. And then I'm going to go ahead and get that, and I'm going to draw the line on the picture, and then I'm going to draw the line on the foam tape, and I'll be able to just slide it right into place over the branch, and I won't have to try to like futz with it and figure out where to put the foam. Now, you could have drawn a line on the pattern paper as well. This was the route that I took because it's in my head, it worked out. So I'm just going to trim my foam tape or my foam sheet here so that it is the size that I need. And I am going to use lots and lots of the art glitter glue when attaching items down to this page because of all the serious lump and bump here. I do use some ATG for kind of temporary adhesive, but the liquid glue will keep it all permanently on. So now I'm just going to cut this out, and it will get saved to use on a different layout to add some depth and dimension. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it down. And that was like taking too long, so I just ran it on the back of the picture there. And then we're just going to place it right down. And now we are going to use the glitter glue, and I'm going to stick it, I got to put glitter or glue there so that it sticks to the tree. And then we're going to bring the layout back over. And I know that this has to be adhered down. And I'm going to get it on, and I do kind of have to look to see where it's at, and then I push it down, and there you go. So I do hold it for just a minute to make sure. Now I'm going to go ahead and I lay out. It needed just a little bit more of a pop right there. So there you go. So I just added a little bit more foam. Now I'm going to lay this side of the tree's ornaments on there, and because I have to attach the tree to the page, but I also have to attach the ornaments to the tree, and since some are sliding under and sliding and laying on top, I have to do it in a series, which in my head is what, made sense. So I just go ahead and add a whole bunch of liquid glue on top of the stitched lines and slide it under that tree. I will come back and attach that piece in just a minute, but I'm just getting as much glue as possible as I can. And I mean, it's a lot of glue. This is a pretty heavy layout. I mean, that's a lot of sequins. I'm going to get that guy pressed down. Now, I do let them sit for a little bit. I put something heavy over it, let it sit for a minute just so that everything adheres down, and then I come back and I do the other side. So now I'm just trying to figure out where I want these guys, place them nicely around the page. Yeah, we're going to do the same process. Now I did way overshoot, and you will see I get the trunk stuck down. On one of them, I totally misjudged. I think it's the next branch up that I do. I totally misjudged where it was going to hit the paper, and I have to sit there and rub the ATG glue off. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy down. And I believe I switched switch them up? No, I thought I did, but I guess I don't. So I'm going to get him all glued up. And then I realize, oh, I need to adhere this branch down. This is the one, watch, like, I'm like, whoop, whoop. And then I'm like, oh, he went at more of an angle. But I realize it right there. So as I'm just holding pressure on those two, just because there's so much lump, bump, and craziness, that I just hold them down. And I'll do the same thing. I'll let it sit later. Now this is my title. It's our big old Christmas tree, and that's it. So that's my layout. Thank you guys. Don't forget to go and check out all the other ladies that are participating. They'll be in the description box below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.